What if I told you that I would show you the exact strategy used by somebody who has made over $1 million from trading? Would you listen to me? This video is actually my favorite video that I have ever made. Not only because I've taken a 6-month break from social media, so I knew this video had to give you value, but also because I finally break the truth behind how I learned to trade in 2 days. The WHAM method is my most popular video, and I never fully broke down the 3-step formula that I used that actually was the thing that helped me learn the foundation and the background. And I've also used in pretty much everything whenever I'm trying to learn something. Also, there was something my trainer told me that absolutely changed the way that I looked at exercising and fitness and weight loss. And I was like, I would be doing you a disservice if I didn't share it with you.
How fast boxers can lose weight. And I feel like the #1 issue with constantly playing Americans.
But you know, I can't lie. Boxers, they work so hard.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the WBC #1 ranked world contender, introducing Charles, the Future Hatley.
But on top of that, you're gonna get to see the behind the scenes of my life. You're gonna get to follow me around and see the way I operate in my meetings, and also the power of how you brand yourself, because you get to see live in real time what happens if you do it the right way. I'm super excited for you to watch this video, so I'm not gonna take any more time. I will see you in 3, 2, 1, subscribe.
Kelly OG is a renowned businesswoman, philanthropist, and brand architect. Named the prettiest woman alive by herself, she also boasts of self-titled PhD in psychology, has a black belt as a prayer warrior.
All right. Something like that. Listen, I do a lot of things, but what I do doesn't matter if it's not helping you. And I could just tell you, but I'd rather just show you. So with that being said, you're watching OGs in Business. This time, if we're going and seeking a goal, we have to be very structured and strategic within it. So what I've basically done is looked at what our most popular videos are. What's it gonna look like when we're coming back? So I've been working here with William. He's currently behind the camera. He can hear you if you say hi, if you wanna say hi to William.
Hello, William.
Yeah, but we've kind of been structuring what it'll look like to put the content together over these different days. I want to kind of show y'all the idea that I have in mind. And traded docu-series. November. No, not the industry. No. Girl, you've got to be kidding me. Get up. Okay. Dang. Girl, smile. It's a beautiful day. You can't be serious right now. You're right. I'm not serious. I'm actually very confused. I hoped to wake up this morning peacefully, but clearly somebody else decided to interrupt that. You know what, Trade It. We're building the craziest service the industry's ever seen. It's crazy disruptive. And you know, one of the things we have to offer is our own customized trading plans. Like, everybody can get their own customized trading plan for free. Get up. Let me be honest with you for a second. Get up. Okay. Go brush your teeth. Your breath stinks.
So Kelly, what made you create Trading?
You know, I was at a point where I had the #1 signals group in the world. We were doing millions of dollars, but I realized that long term we weren't creating the generational impact that I hoped to create for every single person that believed in the education behind the system. And so I said, okay, when I look at the state of the industry, how are they helping people? And quite frankly, they weren't. It was a bunch of influencers that were profiting off of courses, boot camps, signals groups, but they weren't actually equipping people with the proper education they needed. So what happens is you have people that say, oh, this is taking me 2 to 3 years to learn, when this should be something that if done right, you can learn in less than 6 months. So we sat down and we were like, if we're gonna create a system that actually helps people truly learn how to do this, not to completely go and say, I bought $1 million this, but to actually just go and say, hey, if I need to make extra money, I can. How do we do it in as short as time as possible. And so that's where Trade It was kind of birthed from. We have various parts of the business, but as a quick rundown, our biggest thing is we want to teach people how to learn how to trade in less than 60 days. That is our biggest thing. And we've consulted with Wall Street professionals. We've consulted with the former CEOs of multi-billion-dollar investment corporations. We've consulted with people who are fully like we have really built this system. And our thing is we genuinely want to care. We want people to know we do care about the education you get, and we don't care about just profiting off your back so we can parade, oh, I bought $1 million car, or I'm on this private jet, or I'm doing that. We don't care about that. We're an actual startup organization and a financial education technology company. We don't see ourselves as courses, boot camps, whatever. It's actually a bad word in our organization. But we see ourselves as people who actually give you live education, built like a university. You have homework, quizzes, tests, midterms, finals. You have discussion prompts. You have a live professor that teaches you, and you can ask them any questions. Yeah, I mean, I could go on and on because I'm so passionate about this, but yeah, it was just a no-brainer. Nobody else in the industry wanted to create it, so I said, well, if not me, then who?
1, 3, 2, step back 2. 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Back. But you know, I can't lie. Boxers, they work so hard.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the WBC #1 ranked world contender, introducing Charles, the Future Hatley.
Okay, but tell me, because that's one thing that's always interested me is how fast boxers can lose weight. And I feel like the #1 issue that constantly plagues Americans, I want to lose this excess weight, I don't want to gain any more weight. But boxers, hey, you need to lose 30 pounds by the end of this month. They're losing 30 pounds in a month.
Americans,
Yeah.
they stay at home and sit down. Hey, you can sit down and do a workout.
What's a workout we can do sitting down?
I'm gonna show you a workout you can do sitting down. So I want you to sit down 50 times. Put your hands here, and I want this from you. You can put your TV show on, sit down, and give me 50 squats.
You want me to
You
do
can
that
put
right
your
now?
phone, that's it.
So what are the mechanics behind this workout?
Well, you're using your legs, using your arm, your upper body. It's just your core, it's a full body workout. And a lot of people don't even know it.
I can feel it in my calves
Your
too.
glutes, your core.
I can just be watching TV.
Okay, time.
All right.
You do your 25 like that, and then you come in and say, you know what? Now I want to work my core.
Yeah.
Here. Now you're working your core, okay?
Yeah.
And then you say, well, I'm tired. Let me sit down and do some work. All right, you're gonna grab a cherry every time. You must grab them. Losing weight, do a pound in 15 minutes.
You'll lose a pound in 15 minutes? That's crazy.
Yeah, a pound. 10. And then after that, you come in clean. It's all cardio.
If I'm doing this, right,
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing that. I'm grabbing.
Mm-hmm.
But then after I'm grabbing, I go and I eat 3-course meal that I made, fried chicken, rice, and just like a bunch of carbs and oils. How can I still lose weight, or does the diet have to change?
I can eat dessert and still lose weight.
Every day.
Every day. It's not hard. That's the thing about it. People like to eat, and right behind that meal, all they have to do is go for a walk. 30 minutes, cool. But just start. Commitment is the start. Consistency is the finish.
I think a lot of people would benefit from just,
Yeah.
just trying
Even
something.
on the couch, like I said,
Yeah.
commitment.
Yeah,
So
I wonder
you know what?
why.
Tomorrow I'm gonna start my workout. I'm gonna just go for a walk up and down my
A
street.
walk. No,
That's cool.
that's really all. Because if you go for a 1 mile walk, you've already done 2.
Yeah.
Because you have to come back to your starting.
For all women that want big glutes.
You could do that and be watching TikTok.
High as you can, Kelly. Up high. There you go. Good work.
Ah!
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Opposite leg. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That
Okay.
video actually helped distract me.
Gloves off. We'll give you one thing. Watch out.
A lot of people ask me why I work out. And the truth is, although I have had my own weight management issues in the past, I have to tell you about some statistics I found that are incredibly shocking. In 2021, 60% of adults in the United States said that they wanted to live a healthier lifestyle. Yet, 1 in 4 Americans don't exercise at all. That means for every 4 people watching this video, 1 of you don't exercise. Think to yourself for a second, is that you? According to the CDC, obesity affects over 42.2% of individuals over the age of 20 in the United States, and another 37% are overweight. That's nearly every 1 in 2 people. Business Insider study found that overweight/obese individuals are less likely to become successful due to a bias of incompetence they face in the workplace and amongst their peers. I'm not saying this to scare you, but to alert you of your value. Our time on earth is short, and our ability to impact others matters more than anything else. I don't care how much money you have, so much so I don't care about the social, that for the sake of losing 10 pounds or more, 40 million Americans are willing to give up social media. But we shouldn't feel that we have to wait until things get serious to make a difference. It shouldn't take a health scare from your doctor or a loss of self-esteem when you look in the mirror for you to decide that it's time. I just feel that when you operate off of desperation, it's detrimental to your productivity and ability to produce results. The crazy part is, I see many people in the trading world like this too. They wait until they're down to their last dollar to try and learn how to trade. It causes them to rush the process and ultimately lose even more. Then they end up hating it, not because it doesn't work, but because they tried to force a result versus accepting the difficulty. Doing more exercise or improving fitness was actually the #1 solution to weight improvement and happiness in the US in 2021. People who exercised 1 to 2 times a week increased their fitness habits by an incredible 88% throughout the epidemic. I want you to be happy with the slow results. I'll give you another fact. People who lose weight gradually, about 1 to 2 pounds per week, are more successful in keeping it off than those who lose drastic amounts. Take that as more than a weight statistic, right? And you'll find that it's a method to true wealth as well.
If you've been tuned out this entire video, this is the one time I need you to pay attention. I'm about to break down exactly how I learned to trade in 2 days. The internet called me a liar. Some said it was impossible, but it doesn't matter because it was done. On October 24th, 2020, my life took a turn that I'd never seen coming. My bank account went negative, $23 to be exact. But that wasn't the worst part. It seemed like everything was snowballing. I mean, I was 18, a freshman in college. I had to stay in student housing, yet my roommate was 44 years old and quite frankly, not nice at all. I was an architecture major and I was struggling because it just wasn't my passion. I tried to change majors to do something else and then was ridiculed by counselors. I mean, I was the skinniest I'd ever been. I hated waking up in the morning and having to face the life that I was living. So eventually I realized that I had no choice but to create the life I wanted to live or live the life somebody else wanted me to live. I tried every side hustle in the book, but this time I was tired of chasing the money. So I finally prayed to God and I asked him, I said, God, allow me to stop chasing the money and let me chase the education instead. And I'll be honest, that's a key factor into my success. Yeah, so I started to learn about the stock market and trading. But before I even did that, I just got familiar. I started reading news articles, watching random videos. I mean, contacting friends I knew were vaguely familiar with it. Like if you said your parents had stock and they owned a grocery store, I wanted to know about it. You know, that's how deep I was kind of going. Then on November 8th, 2020, I realized something. If you want to learn how to do anything well at an extremely rapid rate, there's one thing you have to develop. I don't think I've ever heard anybody talk about this. Obsession. I developed an insane obsession with learning. I watched every single video I could find on stocks to watch, what the fundamentals were. I mean, the trading platform breakdowns. I watched it all. What I didn't do, I didn't watch strategy videos. I didn't watch live trading videos. I didn't watch videos of people saying they made thousands of dollars that day. You should know that's all noise. If you're completely new to something, you should always be using what I call the WHAM method. WHAM is a framework that I created that stands for what, audience, and market. It's about first understanding what the industry is, and then who the players are. And finally, how big the opportunity really is before you dive in. You should always start with understanding what the industry looks like, then breaking down what the industry or audience does. Then you can look at all the results and the numbers of the market. But these fundamentals are everything. Let me say it again. They are everything. So let me give you an example. If I'm interested in selling cars because I know they make money, the fastest route to learn is not to just go sell cars. It's to become obsessed with why cars are the more preferred route of transportation. What cars would be more beneficial to the environment and ultimately the future economy. And then I would understand the different classes of cars, from economy to luxury to supercar to hypercar, and why those classes like it. All the socioeconomic classes, the rich, the poor, why do they like these certain cars? Then from there, you can start to take a class putting together why these cars are priced the way that they are and the profitability factors of being a car salesman. Then lastly, you get out there and you start practicing sales and selling the cars. You say, this one has 43 miles per gallon. This one's fuel efficiency is even higher than that one. You know, like what would that look like, right? So if I could restart and wanted to learn how to trade in 48 hours, here is exactly what I do. I would forget trading and understand the mother of it. So if we're using the WHAM method, I'm gonna research why people prefer to invest their money over saving it. That means I'll need to understand the different investing classes. What is a stock? What is a foreign currency? What is a commodity? If I can understand those investments, I'll automatically be able to understand why a stock or currency is appealing to the audience. So moving into the audience, I'm gonna research who is investing and what they prefer to invest into. Then I'm gonna look at the market and research just how much money is being made through investments, stocks, currencies, commodities, etc. That shows me that if it's a market worth getting into, then all of those factors will prove themselves. Then I would go find a breakdown video that will show me how to put it all together. But I would still avoid the flashy videos because I'm not there yet. I'd stick to advice videos, what I wish I knew before I started, lessons I'd learned, all of those that actually break down experience and not vanity. And I promise you that you will build so much confidence this way and avoid one of the #1 plagues of success: comparison. On November 10th, 2020, with only $26, I entered into my first trade. Here's the proof. By November 18th, 2020, only 8 days later, I had made over $2,000. Here's also the proof. See, the learning never stopped in between then, but rapid obsession and drowning out the noise allowed me to be so focused on learning, I accidentally made more money than I imagined. Nowadays, people mess it up and they become so focused on making money that they learn way less than they should have. So anytime that you want to get into something, and it could be anything new, just remind yourself, no wham, no win.
Okay, so I am reviewing the video currently, and I just realized something. Yes, there's no wham, no win, but what if I gave you the entire playbook? Yes, you don't have to find it by yourself. Kelly's gonna do it for you. Look at this. You have to check this out. What you are seeing here is a full breakdown of the WHAM method. I'm just gonna scroll through, right? I made this entire PowerPoint fully so that you can understand it. Matter of fact, I didn't just make a dark version. I also made a light version that I don't know if I'm the biggest fan of, but hey, I also made it. Here's the thing. I don't believe that education should be difficult for people to acquire. You should not have to take the difficult route. So I made it easy for you. And even better, I have it completely free for you right in the description. So I don't know which version you're going to get, whether it's black, whether it's white, but just know that it's free for you. Read everything. I was super, super in depth. I hope it helps you. Anyways, let's get back to the video. I just found this guy on LinkedIn. He requested me. The guy's done, like, he has a crazy career history, and he's still in college. So he has his number in his LinkedIn. I've never done this, but I'm gonna call him and see if he answers and just ask him a little bit more about it. Hello?
You?
Hey, is this AIM?
Yeah.
Hi, this is Kelly OG. I actually just saw your LinkedIn and I saw you had your number.
OG.
Yeah.
Oh, Kelly, like, oh. I'm lying, bro. This is not Kelly OG.
No, I'm not lying.
Oh my god, is this actually you?
I wish I could say it was AI, but it's not, unfortunately, no. But it is me.
Gosh, hi.
Hi, it's nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you. I used to watch you, like, way back. Like, when I started getting into college, like, that's when I first found out about your YouTube channel. And then, yeah, I kind of just, like, I saw, like, a random video just popped up.
I saw like your work history and I was like, oh my gosh, I definitely want to hear more about him. Okay, business intelligence analyst is beautiful. And the AI experience, which I feel like everyone's trying to. Well, not everyone actually, but most people should be trying to include more AI in their businesses and just figuring out ways to be more efficient with it and not afraid of it. But yeah, I wanted to hear more about, I guess, you and what got you into that world and, you know, what your future goals are and stuff like that.
Patterns were kind of proven
This
to work
kid's
in the
gonna
market,
get
so I'm like, all right, let
a
me
company
start making
acquired or something.
something
He's
that
smart.
is mainly related to market patterns.
I mean, if there's any way you would ever like to help us or if like we can help you in any way, I'd always be open to that too.
Oh, yeah, if it's possible, like, because I'm looking into it and, like, can you actually, like, talk a bit more about the traded thing? Your traded
Yeah.
I'm actually, like, curious about it.
Yeah, so,
Thank you.
all right, speak to you soon.
I'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye.
All right, bye. Have a great one. Oh, that was freaking awesome. I'm gonna go in my little corner now. That was awesome. I'm gonna update y'all later. It's very hot under this blanket. I don't know if y'all knew. I'm hiding myself in this blanket. So let me go relax, refresh. We will debrief this and I'll keep you updated on how it goes and a lot of other things I've been doing today. Because I've been doing a lot today. Even though it's a Saturday, doesn't matter. Anyways, next time you see this, I'm gonna be talking. You can't provide a service to people who aren't there. Like, Kelly, I don't know if you've noticed this, but you do this thing where you are super social to the media and then you go ghost. You're super consistent online and then you disappear. One day we're making trading content, then we're leaving the industry, and the next thing you know, we're talking about your, breakup? I don't think you understand how difficult that was for me. Of course I do. I'm literally you. Hey, hear me out. When your goal is to change lives, shift a generation, and truly create impact, you have to accept that discomfort is a crucial part of it. Nobody said it was gonna be easy, but that's why few rarely try. You know the trading industry sucks, but that's an industry, not a skill. You've got traded shopping, and the world hasn't even seen what you've been building for the past year. It's technically, it's been 2 years. Exactly. Listen, if you want to help people, if you truly want to change the industry, your message cannot be inconsistent. Balance is hard though. I know, but it's what you signed up for, so you can't quit now. I hear you, but do you know what people still see me as? Like, they see me as this 19-year-old trading influencer who only cares about money and just like has this obsession with it. And that's quite frankly not me. And I feel like the internet's perception of me is not who I am. And I think that's what's created this disconnect, is because who they want me to show up as, I am not. So, you know, I want to be the person that I can help people improve mentally, spiritually, physically, but especially financially. Because I know that money does drive people, but I also understand that when done correctly, money changes lives, and not just their life, but other people's lives. So it's like, that's kind of what I want to do. And even if that's not with trading, but I want to show them that I guess haven't really figured out a way to do it. Then do it. Kelly, the world is your oyster. If you want to show people how to make millions of dollars on social media, do it. If you want to show people how to turn their passion into profit, do it. Heck, if you want to show people how to be confident enough to play 2 people at once, do it. But whatever you do,
Be consistent. Well, how do you expect me to do that? Is that a are you recording me? You've been recording this whole thing. Why don't you take them with you? Show them what building a business looks like. All the lessons from trading, from making millions to spending the millions, because we know you was doing that. And even just real life. Just take them with you. You never know who could learn, what they could learn, how they could learn. Some of our biggest strengths and growths in business and life have been because we had mentors that took us behind the scenes and let us see what they did. So why not just take them with you? Okay, well, I hope you're ready. Listen, I think what you're doing is a great thing. I genuinely think it'll help so many people, and it'll definitely help the people that are smart enough to take it seriously and understand that this isn't a normal thing. And if they don't like it, then let them go where it benefits them. But if you can be that anchor that allows them to truly grab onto what they want to do, then Kelly, go all in and be consistent, girl. But yeah, we've got a meeting to catch that we're a little late to, so brush your teeth while you're at it. Your breath freaking stinks, girl. Gosh dang. Justin, there's something you showed me once that absolutely changed the way that I saw trading and technical analysis. And, and obviously, everyone knows you as someone who's done extremely well in trading. Made 6 figures, you made 7 figures, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, he's done his thing. I want to know if I can see your strategy.
For sure, bro. That's easy. That's not like what?
But no, because when you showed it to me the first time, I was like, there's no reason this should look as easy as it does.
But you know, that's also like 10 years of doing the same
100%.
thing, right?
So you might recognize this place. I'm gonna give you 3 seconds, and I want you to tell me if you know where you recognize this place from. If you are actually part of OG family, like you're supposed to be, then you recognize this place. But this is actually where I shot the video for how I'm leaving the trading industry. And that video still stands very tried and true. However, there are a lot of adjustments and updates. Justin, it's actually the hood of his McLaren that he had. And what happened? You got in a wreck or something?
No, I got in a wreck in the Lambo.
Oh.
Yeah. I got in a wreck in the Lambo.
Where's the McLaren?
I got rid of it.
But you kept the hood?
Well, I had a different hood on it, so when I got rid of it, I had a different hood, right? This is the original hood, but I had a carbon fiber hood. But you know, the thing is in the building, the garage is like 3-4 stories underground. So every time the car would die, my garage doesn't have a trickle charger. Like there's no outlet in the actual garage. So every time the car would die, it cost like $6,000 to turn it on. I seen somebody buy a $3 million car, right, from this dealership. With the interest, they did the math on it. It's like, yo, you're paying $5 million for a $3 million car if you hold it the entire term, right?
When I'm looking at, okay, you're selling a boot camp over and over and over, like, I just don't know what they're, like, to me it feels very short-sighted. And then it's also like, okay, now you bought this $3 million car, what's next?
Yeah, okay.
Like, what are you gonna, I got a $50 million yacht. Nobody cares. We're trying to pay for our freaking groceries.
Yeah,
like,
right. Do you want to see this chart stuff now?
We do.
Right,
Let's tackle this actual strategies, not hidden behind a $3.5 million car payroll.
Right, cool. So, so the base of the strategy is just trading with the trend, right? So trading with the trend just means like looking at the chart and seeing if it's going up overall or if it's going down overall. When you're looking at the market going up, usually it's gonna go up, and it's a perfect market. It's gonna look something like this. Sometimes it's not perfect. Sometimes it'll look like, oh, that's bad, hold on. But overall, the idea is still that it's just doing this, right? The overall, it doesn't matter how it looks, it's just overall just doing this. So the biggest thing about the strategy that I use is just not even looking at the charts, but just looking at the overall zigzags, right? The thing that matters most is just the zigzags, what I like to call. And that's just the highs and lows that the market naturally makes. So what happens is let's just say we're in an uptrending market. Once the market makes a higher low and it makes the highest high, all you do is you look at the range. Range just means the low to the high. And what should happen in theory is in between these two lines, the market should make some type of retracement and then it should go higher. The moment that it breaks below this previous low, it's changing directions and we wait for a pullback and then we go lower. And that's it. Those are the two setups that I like to take. It's continuations and reversals. So in the sense of a continuation, once you have this area marked out, what you're gonna look for is you're gonna look for the price to make some type of retracement into a discount area, right?
How do you find the discount area?
What do you mean?
Like the 1, the 0.5, and the 0.
Oh, I mean, this is just 100, this is 0, and this is 50%. So this is supply and this is demand. Where they meet is called equilibrium, right? So all that really means is that anything you buy in this above 50% is a premium, anything you buy below is a discount. So, you know, you wanna sell high and you wanna buy low. So in regards to it, when the market starts pulling back, you wanna wait until it goes below the 50%, because then you're buying something at a discount, right? And that's the economics in trading. But you want to wait until it gets to a discounted price, and then you're gonna use all your tricks that are up your sleeves to find a reason to buy somewhere in this discounted range, and then
tricks are like whether it's trend lines, chart
it's trend lines, it's Fibonacci retracements, it's fair value gaps, order blocks, whatever you want to use. You know, there's 1,000 different ways to trade. But what I'm talking about is just the foundation of trading, right? So, you know, my strategy is based on market geometry. So once I know that this last move was this far, the next move, once I get a pullback into that discounted range, I think it's gonna go and do something like that. Usually I take majority of my profit out once I get back to the previous high. You move your stops, you let the rest run. I might close like 60 to 70% here, and then I let the 30 to 40% run, and then you just do the same thing. Okay, there's the new low, there's the new high, you just wait for it. It might look stupid. Whenever it gets to the deepest part, you take an entry and then you ride the wave and just rinse and repeat. So, you know, you can do that in reverse too. So like if I was to do sells, I mean, it's the same thing. You know, I'm gonna just look for sells, same way, same thing, right?
Boom.
But in regards to it, just like a real life example, this is USDCHF. So USDCHF, it made this highest high. There was a previous higher low. It broke the structure. This is now a lower low. That was the highest high up there. So overall, it's going down. So every time it makes a retracement, it's going lower, right? It pulls back, it's going lower. So even on this one, this is a trade we sent out this week. This was USDCHF. USDCHF broke this previous low, right? So when it went down and it made this move from this lower high to this lower low, all you gotta understand is this is the range high, this is the low. You wanna take trades in that discounted range.
Can you do the halfway thing again?
Oh yeah, I'll show you. You wanna take trades in discounts or premiums. In this case, since the market's going downwards, we wanna take sells. So 50% is there. So, you know, you could have found a reason to catch your entry here. And then, you know, this is a type of trade where obviously I can go into lower time frames and keep breaking it down, but like this is the overall setup, right? This is the move, this is the target.
And
this
how
last
do you get
move,
that?
How do I get that target?
Yeah.
Well, remember I told you about this? Like if this last move was this big, this next move is gonna be the same size.
Angle is just the line automatically.
So it's from,
yeah.
But I'm telling you, like all the stuff that people teach about trading, majority of it's BS. Like, you know, this has worked for 10 plus years and it'll work for the next 10 because this is the way the market actually works. And then all the other stuff is just like add-ons, right? Like the fair value gaps and all that stuff. Like, yeah, all that stuff's good too. Like if I really dive deep into this, there's probably a fair value gap somewhere here that was the reason. But you know, we sold this one on Euro USDCHF, and then I bought Euro USD too.
Is that the inverse of it, essentially?
Yeah, it's the same thing. So if you get a trade on one, you get a trade on both. But same thing. Euro USD, we bought, and you know, it rejected this candle down here, but you know, bought, went straight up, hit TP, came back to break even, but you know, it's still potentially gonna run, you know, but I mean, that's just like a good example of just the simple way of looking at the strategy, you could say. But that's
So
it.
in short, it's you go to the high, the most recent high, the most recent low. You find the halfway point. Your top is your premium. Your bottom is your discount.
For sure.
And then you use your confirmations
To find a reason to either sell or buy,
based
going
off
with the
where
trend.
price is
exactly,
going.
facts.
Yeah.
So I mean, overall, this is going down. You know, structure changed downward. So we only want to look for
Can you like
sells.
show how structure is going down? It's like
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like it's just going down like that. But
Nice, yeah.
I mean, overall, it's like, you know, there's structure inside of structure. So I mean, even though this big move happened, I mean, for the market to go higher, it needs to do the same thing. It needs to come maybe down here to then go like that. Does that make sense?
Yeah. And what I really loved about it was the geometry aspect. I've
Oh,
never
yeah, for
seen
sure.
anybody talk about
Because
that before.
like even this move right here, it's the same size as this one. You see
Yeah.
that? And like if this one is about this size, all this is just pulling back, right?
Yeah.
And then it just does the same thing. If this was this size, this is the same size. And then this should be the same size. And this one is a lot bigger. The way I look at it is it's about equal to or greater than the other move. So like once you have one, they kind of all just keep doing that, you know?
Until they reverse and they
Yeah,
all
and
reverse
then
in the same.
yeah, for sure. And then eventually it'll come down here, and then it'll do something like this, and then boom, changes directions. You buy here, same thing, and then you start riding the wave up, you know?
Yeah. So I'm gonna show you the website first. Oh, shout out my homegirl. The website's an experience. You gotta see it from the front.
Okay.
Did you see that
Oh,
experience?
wow, yeah,
Right?
yeah,
That was
that's
an
sick.
experience.
Yeah, that's dope.
So shout out to Seeing Justin. iCryo reached out to me. They wanted the guys there wanted to have a meeting today to discuss, I don't know, business opportunities or whatnot. So we have a meeting with them at 7:30 today. It's 3:30. I have a meeting at 4:30, and then I want to get like frozen yogurt or something, and I don't know. And then I got to meet with them. So that's on the agenda for the rest of the day.
Okay, so I'm going to be honest with you for a second, and I want you to breathe because it may make you uncomfortable. Trading is hard, and it's not just slightly hard. It's not I can beat it hard. It's a game of test, commitment, and passion. I know that watching Justin talk about how simple his strategy is appears appealing, exciting, and honestly, it makes you ready to just jump in. But here's a fact that reigns true. There was a research study done by Corey Mitchell who examined traders at proprietary trading firms for 6 years. In that time, he found that only 4% of people were able to make a living off of trading. However, 10 to 15% were able to make it a profitable side hustle. This was with the availability of adequate capital, access to mentors, and practicing multiple hours every day during the week. But still, the success rate was astonishingly low. So let me tell you how to be amongst the people that make the markets work for you. Let me start off by saying what I believe is the first and most important thing: passion. Many people fail because they believe to themselves that if they start to make money, they'll love it, which then makes them passionate. So if I just do this thing and I find success in it, then I'll become passionate about it. But no, you were just greedy. And greediness leads to dissatisfaction, which causes you to always want more. Next, you must have a prescription for education, but addiction to execution. I've watched thousands of traders get stuck in the loop of learning. Every time something fails, they watch every single video that they can find on every new strategy they can think of. And because of their rapid obsession with learning, they never actually execute. You fear execution because you fear failure. You fear failure because you don't have passion. So you ultimately become stuck in analysis paralysis, convincing yourself the problem is your lack of knowledge, not your lack of effort. Now next, there's a famous saying in the business world that the average millionaire has 7 sources of income. What they don't tell you is that they often had one source that made them the million and allowed them to diversify into more. In trading, find a strategy that works for you and master it. Justin didn't bring up 7 different strategies. No, he doesn't try to change his strategy when a trade isn't working. He has one, and if it fails in the moment, well, he abandons it. And if it doesn't, then he wins. But he does not change it. He refines it, he improves it, but he keeps it. Listen, if you can find a mentor who genuinely cares, utilize that research. Corey Mitchell outlined that most of the traders didn't utilize their access to the mentors that they had. Where many of you will fail is you believe that if you stay at home and you grind all alone all night, you will finally have a breakthrough. But let me tell you something. It is arrogant of you to have access to help and not utilize it. If someone had the ability to offer you a ride to your destination in a car, why would you choose the bike? The unfortunate part is the current trading industry is full of individuals and gurus who don't care about anything other than your ability to pay them. At some point, we have to change that. We have to rewrite the narrative. And many of you know I've been in the process of doing so for many years, and ultimately it's led me out of the industry and back into it. But anyways, now I'm gonna give you a bonus one that I don't hear many people talk about. And it dramatically changed the consistency at the peak of my trading career. Make a non-negotiable deal with yourself and do not adjust it based on the outcome. You only need $400 a day to make $100,000 trading a year. Sounds easy, but few do it. There was a point in my options trading career where I gave myself $1,000 and I told myself that I was going to face that challenge. So I made a deal with myself that I was gonna make $400 a day or have my trade hit my price target, and then I would take profit. Whichever came first, I didn't care. Some days my trade would shoot to $1,000 and other days it would hit my stop loss and I would lose. But here's the thing. By the end of the month, I turned $1,000 into over $20,000 following this method. Do not try to make every single day work. Think in months and not days. If you lose all week, you have 3 more to do better. I genuinely believe that if you apply those 5 principles, you stand a chance, a very high chance, to beat the odds.
Currently a little irritated, I can't lie. I'm at this. Oh no, you're fine. Can I get the street tacos and a cheeseburger and the blueberry cobbler, please? Thank you. Thank you. So do you, by the way. Of course. So I finished my walk early to make sure I'd be on time to go to church. Hello. But as I'm turning into church, I see this guy and he's holding a sign. You know, he's clearly homeless or struggling. And his sign says he just wants money or food. And when I can, I try to give people food because I want you to be able to have the energy to get up and make money if you have an opportunity. And I saw the sign and I looked at it and I said, oh my gosh, I know the traffic at church. I know there's gonna be no seating when I get to church. If I don't get here on time, I purposely made sure I was early, but something in my heart just said, there's no point of going to church and praying if you can't be a vessel right in this moment. I continued driving right past church. I looked, I winced a little bit, I won't lie. I winced and I was like, I'm gonna be late. And I searched up food near me and the nearest food spot wasn't less than a mile away. So I just knew, I said, man, it took me forever to find this place. I ended up I wanted a drive-through. I had to get out the car. But I realized that this isn't about my convenience. It's about doing good when other people have been put in inconvenient situations. So now I'm at, I was saying, this spot. It's in the midst of this. It's in this bigger spot, but usually whenever I get food for people, I get 2 meals. So I got him 2 tacos, a burger. I was gonna get toppings, but I don't know if he has what he likes. And then I got him a dessert because why not a 3-course meal? So now I'm just waiting on them to finish it, and then I'll go deliver it to him, and then I'll make my way to church. Let me tell you something. If I'm standing at the very back and there's no seating, I promise that's the least of my worries. What matters is that I could help somebody. You know, I'm kind of hungry myself for some tacos. But anyways, we've gotten it. I just realized, so the way that I came in to when I saw him is not the same way that I will be able to hand him this food. So either I'm going to have to get out the car or I'm going to have to do a whole U-turn. I'm also 20 minutes late to church. Where he is 10 minutes away from where I'm at. And I still have to deliver it, but it's a blessing to even be a blessing. So maybe that was God's intention for me today. Sorry, I'm trying to open the car. I just saw him. He looks like he's walking at some train tracks. I had to honk at him. I kind of hate honking at people. It seems a little rude, but I got his attention. I got you something. Yeah. Thank you so much.
It's gorgeous. It's very sexy.
Thank you so much. I got you 2 tacos, a cheeseburger, and a blueberry pie.
Oh, cool. I guess I'm not gonna get a 7-Eleven pizza now then.
No, hopefully this is way better.
Oh, way better. God bless you, sweetie.
You as well. God bless you more. He was so nice. I love those moments. And he doesn't have to get a 7-Eleven pizza. That's what I'm talking about. We do not want gas station pizza. All right. Wow, that was such a great feeling. God bless him. Now I can go to church. I'm only 30 minutes late, but hey, you know, it's better than nothing. And honestly, I would rather be 30 minutes late because I helped somebody and I had good intention behind it than to be 30 minutes late just because I was lollygagging. So my prayer is that God helps him, and you know, I don't expect God to like super bless me because of that action, but you know, I hope he sees my heart and knows the intentionality behind it. So all right. If you really enjoyed this episode, which I hope you did, next episode I actually feel like you will love so much more. Why? Because one, we want to constantly get better and better, but we go over the power of personal branding and you get to see in real time how it can actually supercharge your life. I also break down a trading strategy that I found to be one of the easiest and most efficient that I didn't realize was working for me over the past couple years and can actually work with it. I think it's one you'll super love. Okay, I'm about to go to bed, but we need to pray. So listen, if you're not a Christian, that's fine. Just let me pray for you. And if you are a Christian, please pray with me. All right. In Jesus' name, Father, thank you for allowing us to wake up this morning. Thank you for allowing us to have a wonderful, wonderful time today, oh God. Father, Lord, I just ask that as I'm praying to you today, that you bless the person that is struggling. Before I get to actually asking for blessings, Father, Lord, I just want to thank you for what you've done for us. Thank you for the things that you've done that are before us that are unseen. Father, Lord, thank you for the times you've taken us out of harm's way and we didn't even know. Thank you for the times that we may have been frustrated with you about a situation that didn't work out, but it was for our best interest. Father, Lord, I just pray for the person that is listening right now and they need a breakthrough. They need you to be able to come into their life and truly make waves. They need you to be able to come and shake things up, for they've been struggling for a long time. They've felt lost for a long time. And God, they know that you will set them on the right path, that you'll set their crooked ways straight and you'll forgive them for their sins. Allow them not to feel that they are not worthy of you because they feel that they've cast judgment upon themselves, but allow them to understand that you are a forgiving God. You're an understanding God, Father, Lord. And because of that, you don't hold our sins against us, but instead allow us to have salvation. You extend your forgiveness. And God, I just ask that for the person who feels they've not opened their Bible in a while, they have not prayed to you in a while, God, I just ask that you cover them, you protect them, you help them, you bless them, you allow them to receive everything that they've set out to receive, and it shall be theirs. God, I ask that you allow me to continue to be a vessel of yours, that some people may find this prayer annoying. That is not up to them to decide, but it's up to you to be glorified. So Father, Lord, I just ask that you allow everything I do to be able to impact people positively and not to take advantage of them in any way. Do not allow anything I do to be of deceptive nature, and allow everything
everything I do to be able to glorify you and not to give myself the glory or honor or praise. So, Father, Lord, we give you all the adoration. I ask that you bless each and every single person that's watching this and listening to this, and you just continue to operate in our lives. In Jesus' mighty name we pray. Amen. All right. Hope that was a good prayer. Hope you have a great day. And yeah, bye.